The first thing we'll do is put approximately 2 pounds of potatoes in our pot and get that on to boiling and cook those potatoes nicely. And I like to use a, what would you call it? I like to use a waxy style of fleshy potato. And it just seems to work best with German potato salad. But if all you have is the other white kind of potato, that's fine as well. So we'll get those going. We'll get another pan going over on this side of the camp stove, and I'm going to get some bacon frying on that. I like putting about 6 or 8 slices of bacon on the frying pan for our German potato salad. 6 or 8 pieces, depending upon how much you like bacon. While our bacon is cooking, I'm going to prepare the onion. This is one of our Elsa Craig onions. I'm just going to give it a nice chop. Beautiful onion. You can just about eat these raw. In fact, you can. I eat them raw, and so does my goat. I'll take the bacon out. I took the bacon out and I'll put my onion in. I want to make our onion translucent. I really miss the wood cook stove at times like this, because I can push that frying pan way off to the side and have such a nice, slow, gentle heat on the onions or whatever. But just have to keep an eye on it and be careful. Sometimes I'll actually pull this thing off to the side like that. You don't want it to cook too fast. Low and slow is the name of the game here. It doesn't take too long at this heat. Gotta keep an eye on it. I like how our onions are looking, so I'm going to put in a half a cup of apple cider vinegar, a half a cup of water, and my mother said that her grandmother used 3 tablespoons of sugar, but Daniel and I don't eat that much sugar, so we knock it down to about 2. Give all that a nice little stir together. That's coming along really nice. Potatoes are boiling nicely. The light is wreaking havoc with my photography, but I must move forward. I'll need a tablespoon of Dijon mustard for a burst of flavor. That's something that we've been adding extra. My great-grandmother's recipe didn't call for Dijon mustard. I don't know why. I don't know if they had it back then. But it wasn't in my mother's notes. This is looking really good. This is the gravy for our potato salad. While we're here, we'll throw some pepper in here. About 10 or 12 cranks I like to do. I know I'll need some salt. Keep that blending nicely. It's looking really good. Now this step is what most people miss. I like to put a little flour, just a couple tablespoons of flour. Make yourself a little roux. I keep a close eye on the consistency of this gravy. If it's starting to get a little firm, let's call it firm, I'll come back in with a little bit of oil to loosen that up a little. Maybe a couple tablespoons for now. That's much better. And then I'm going to throw my bacon back in. And then our gravy is done. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to take it off the heat because I'm still waiting for the potatoes. I would say that our potatoes are done. Time to put the potatoes in our gravy, and then that's basically it. I'll just taste it when it gets all blended nicely. We'll put those right in our gravy. So this was 2 pounds of a nice waxy fleshed potato. Our variety is Peter Wilcox. I don't think you're going to find that at the store. So you can use anything that they have, but try to get one with a waxy flesh. Red Pontiacs would work. I think they would anyway. I'll get rid of this pan. Bring this one to center stage. So that's basically it. I've turned the flame off and I've blended it nicely. I'm going to park it, just going to park it here for now. I still have to make corn on the cob and barbecue a chicken. We'll see what happens. Well, we got all the onions out of the field now. So they're all up underneath the carport, drying off, hardening off, tempering, whatever you want to call it, nicely. So the next project out here is going to be those mid-season potatoes. We'll finish those up, and I'm going to show you how we store them. So there you have it. There's the German style potato salad, which my mother gave to me. It was her grandmother's, so it would have been my mother's father's mother, which would be Catherine Miller. And back then, Catherine was spelled with a K, and there was some kind of a family tradition about naming first daughters Catherine. It didn't affect me, because we had people before me, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so that's the story there. It's a very simple potato salad to make, and it wasn't tonight's version was not the best I've ever done. I was kind of tired today. Worked some long hours out in the sun, and then I was up under the carport sorting out onions. But tomorrow's another day. I'm probably going to be working on digging potatoes tomorrow, I'm guessing. And I might check in on the onions to see how they're doing. I've got most of the tails cut off of the first onions to go up in the carport, which would be the storage onions. So those tails are all cut off. In fact, they're down by the compost bin. That doesn't matter. That's neither here nor there. But so tomorrow's probably going to be a day out in the sun digging potatoes. Fun. It's fun work. So there you have it from here, and tomorrow's Friday, so we'll catch you on the next one, okay? Okay, bye.